Welcome to Ask Prep, your trusted companion for NEET and JEE preparation. Today we will study about a very important topic of biology, which is biodiversity and conservation, hotspots, strategies, extinction. Biodiversity is the very foundation of life on Earth. It includes the variety of all life forms, plants, animals, microorganisms, the genes they contain, and the ecosystems they form. The term might sound simple, but it reflects the complex relationships and interdependence that keep our natural world functioning. Biodiversity is expressed at three different levels: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Genetic diversity refers to the variety of genes within a single species. This is what gives different individuals of the same species their unique traits. It allows species to adapt to changing environments. Without genetic diversity, organisms would not be able to survive diseases or climate shifts. Species diversity, on the other hand, deals with the variety of species in a given area. It is the most commonly recognized form of biodiversity. Ecosystem diversity looks at the broad landscape level and includes the range of different habitats, natural communities, and ecological processes. Our planet is incredibly rich in biodiversity, but this richness is not evenly distributed. There are certain regions that are much more biologically dense than others. These areas are known as biodiversity hotspots. A biodiversity hotspot is a region that is both rich in endemic species found nowhere else, and under significant threat due to human activity. To qualify as a hotspot, an area must have at least 1,500 species of vascular plants as endemics and must have lost at least 70% of its original natural vegetation. These are the places on Earth that need urgent conservation attention. Globally, 36 such hotspots have been identified. 3 of them are located in India: the Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, the Indo-Burma region, and the Himalayas. These regions are not just treasure troves of species but are also home to unique ecosystems that provide vital ecological services. For example, the Western Ghats are known for their high levels of plant diversity and serve as a critical source of fresh water for peninsular India. The Indo-Burma region supports diverse fauna including endangered primates and freshwater turtles. The Himalayas, with their dramatic elevation and climate variations, are home to countless species that have evolved in isolation. Unfortunately, the very richness of these regions makes them targets for exploitation. Deforestation, urbanization, industrialization, and agriculture have all contributed to the rapid destruction of natural habitats. With habitat destruction comes species extinction. Species go extinct when their population becomes so small that they can no longer sustain themselves. Extinction can be natural or accelerated by human actions. Natural extinction is a slow process that has always been a part of Earth's evolutionary history. But the current rate of extinction is alarmingly high and is being driven largely by anthropogenic factors. The primary causes of biodiversity loss are often summarized under 4 major categories: habitat loss and fragmentation, overexploitation, alien species invasion, and pollution. Habitat loss and fragmentation happen when forests are cut down, wetlands are drained, or rivers are dammed. Large, continuous habitats are broken into smaller, isolated patches, which cannot support viable populations. Overexploitation refers to the excessive hunting, fishing, or harvesting of resources beyond the natural replenishment rate. Alien species invasions occur when non-native species are introduced to new environments, either intentionally or accidentally. These invaders often outcompete, prey upon, or bring diseases to native species. Pollution, especially chemical pollutants like pesticides, plastics, and industrial waste, also severely impacts biodiversity by degrading air, water, and soil quality. Their disappearance would not just be a loss of beauty or uniqueness, but a collapse of ecological balance. This brings us to the crucial question: what can be done to conserve biodiversity? Conservation efforts are broadly divided into 2 categories: in-situ conservation and ex-situ conservation. In-situ conservation refers to protecting species in their natural habitat. This includes establishing national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, and sacred groves. These protected areas allow organisms to continue living and evolving in the ecosystems where they belong. India has several famous national parks like Jim Corbett, Kaziranga, and Sundarbans, which protect tigers, elephants, and other iconic wildlife. Biosphere reserves go beyond species protection and focus on conserving entire ecosystems with local community involvement. Ex-situ conservation, on the other hand, involves protecting species by removing them from their natural habitat and placing them in controlled environments. Examples include botanical gardens, zoological parks, seed banks, and gene banks. This approach is especially useful for critically endangered species that cannot survive in the wild due to extreme threats. Institutions like the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources in India preserve the seeds of rare and economically important crops. Similarly, zoological parks help in breeding programs for animals on the verge of extinction. Remember, you are not just preparing for an exam, you are preparing to become responsible citizens and future leaders. Understanding biodiversity and its conservation is not just a subject, it is a mindset. It is about seeing yourself as part of a living, breathing planet where your actions, choices, and voice matter. Let this chapter awaken in you not only scientific curiosity but also a sense of purpose. Thank you so much for being a part of the Ask Prep community. We truly appreciate your time and dedication to learning, especially when it comes to mastering biology, a subject that's not only essential for exams like NEET and JEE. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are also preparing, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update.